Nice.
Yeah! The
Nice.
doomsday clock has reached 0, and we had to call upon a good friend in order to stop it. This man right here, Mr. LNG Gold, Mr. Self-Made, Mr. Joey Bing Bong. He's back. It's Joe Hulbert.
Oh,
Joe,
shit.
tell the people how you doing, my friend.
Let's go.
I'm great. I'm a little bit alarmed after being told how long it's been since I was first on the show, because that's a lot has happened. But man, when you put it that way, it's like, oh, geez. But I'm happy to be
You're like
here.
what? You're like what?
job.
The second guest? Third guest, maybe?
A lot more grey in my hair now, though, fellas. A lot more grey in my hair.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
thought you look fine. You look fine, but no, because it was. Well, I guess you were on the host spot last year. So
Yes,
that's
Oh yeah.
I want to say it was after Cena turned heel.
it was right after Cena turned heel because we
Oh,
had
like a
like,
year
you
ago.
did that
We-
Mania fantasy.
we did the Mania
shit.
card draft where I cheated twice, where
That's
I had all these
right.
rules and I cheated twice and I didn't realize it and I had like
So what we're
three-
trying to
I
say
cheated
is-
one.
Joe Hulbert's filling his annual quota today.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in 2027, pal.
Hot dog and a handshake, as always. As always.
Amazing. We didn't even mention
Well-
what you're guest starring on. This is the good, the bad, and the bruv
Episode.
What's the episode?
67.
Yeah, why don't you tell him, man? Get it out.
Okay, he did a little micro. He did a little
slight one.
micro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
it's great one, it's great one, it's great
No, dude, I was just stretching, man. You know.
yeah.
It's been a
That's
long
my
day,
stretch.
bro. You guys have to wake up early. This is a British timed pod that we're doing right now.
I was
I
already.
didn't have to wake up early. I was already awake. It's
yeah.
fine.
I
I,
was-
just had to run around and do
I
some
was-
shit, but
I'm just gonna
I-
get this out of the way because I hate doing this when we have a guest. But you should go to our Patreon.com/goodbadbrother all over free
you actually
content,
shouldn't. It's...
There's lots
Oh,
of
we
good
have a
stuff
new
there.
thing up there, actually, folks.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, guys, we were joined once again by our good friend Mike Peterson of
Mike,
Pretty
oh.
Much It fame, of Mike's Moist fame, MW10T fame. You know who he is. We watched the newest, I guess, installment of Silent Hill. We watched Return to Silent Hill for the Patreon. If you guys want to see us go like from huh, and then to and then in the last like 15 minutes to what the
What
fuck?
just happened? Did they
that?
just do that? Did it just happen? No,
Yeah,
it-
one of the worst
it might be
things
one
I've
of the
ever
worst
seen.
adaptations I've ever seen in my life. It's
Yes.
pretty
It's-
fucking bad.
it's great because it's the only watch along we've done where we had to like debrief for 15 minutes afterwards. You have to like talk about
Yep,
just how
yep.
fucking terrible it was.
Completely
At the
free.
very...
Don't worry about buying it. It's all free. Go check
Yeah,
it out.
it's all free. Patreon is free.
free.
We have our own watch alongs there.
Secondly, that link. Look at this new hoodie I got for Good Bad Bruv. With the,
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
what he
design.
was getting.
with the
Oh my god,
sleeves and
that's great.
shit. Look at this shit. This shit's
Oh,
cool
baby.
as hell. Get it on goonsquadpw.com.
He looks like a member of the OC.
the.
It was always unclear what that would look like, so that's a fake true, kind of, yeah.
The OC.
Oh.
Not
I
the
always
club,
loved
the
the-
OC.
I always
Well,
loved
we
the
already
story
the
when they
only
were in
one that matters.
NXT. You know, Sean came up to them and was
Yeah.
like, fellas, what does the OC stand for? And the boys were like, I don't know.
Orange Cassidy.
I don't know.
I think the guy who came up with that is long gone, so
Yeah.
I can't answer that
Probably,
question.
Did we
But
do
that's
a
what
check back since last pod?
We also no, we
Was
didn't.
that we already
Did we
We
record
mentioned
one?
that. We mentioned that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we definitely like gonna do one, but we haven't actually recorded one.
Nope,
I say
we're
it every
not.
time. We upload loads of shit. You can check us out on the YouTube, on the Spotify. The video feed is now up on the Spotify if you want to do that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. Let's just get things going. Joe, I've got a very important question for you because it's been a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
And I've been asking this question to everyone I know. Who is your favorite Muppet?
Oh, dude, you could not have asked me a worse opening question. I'm not a Muppet guy at all.
Oh,
I've known
no!
Muppets. I'm so sorry, man.
Tragic.
Wow.
Tragic.
Damn.
Oh.
Like,
I
I don't
thought
even
all
have
those
like
people were
passing Muppet. No, I've actively avoided the Muppets in all cases, and I'm sorry, man.
Actively avoid-
No, please, no politics.
I don't,
No Muppet here.
no
No
Muppets out of my life. I have no Muppet takes.
Specifically, Muppets is like, no. It's like the gif of Andre, where he's like,
There's a few things
Oh,
that,
yeah.
like, there's things that everyone else has a connection to that I've never, like The Simpsons, dude. Never watched The Simpsons ever.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
I'm a
crazy.
unique
Not one.
individual, dude.
Yeah, you're just one of a
Yeah,
kind.
that's
It's no, that's valid though. That's valid though. That's to do with Star Trek. Like Star Trek is like the
Oh,
one
dude,
thing.
terrible.
I,
Yeah.
I know. It's like approaching Star Trek is like it's like trying to. I think it's trying to approach like Star Wars or Harry Potter or like even Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings, where it's just
Star Trek fans are a lot kinder than Star Wars fans. I'll
Oh
say
yeah.
that much.
Oh,
Believe
yeah.
Oh, not even close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like being
I mean-
faster than me on a running track, you know? It's like you don't have to go very fast to beat me.
You're probably faster
Again,
than me. Let's
Oh,
be
The unholy trio. The unholy trio. Star Wars, Spider-Man, wrestling fans. That's the unholy
Oh,
trio
God.
The
right
Spider-Man
there.
fans crazy. I
They
didn't
are.
know.
Lord of the Ring
ridiculous.
fans. Oh,
Lord of the Rings fans are also pretty bad, but no, Spider-Man fans like Joe. We have like our own like we have like a group chat with our friends, and I feel like once every few months, like the topic of like MCU Spider-Man will come up, and it just becomes it turns into a battleground in the chat because some of us fucking hate MCU Spider-Man,
I'm
and some of us are like avidly.
Oh, okay.
Spider-Man, but I feel like
Yeah.
I know million times more knowledge about it just because they keep arguing about fucking.
I would be like,
Spider-Man.
I'm like fucking Leslie Mann and fucking what was it? Was it Knocked Up where she just goes, I like Spider-Man.
That's my dad. Like when I'm talking about wrestling, I'm going off about like certain wrestlers that I think suck, and he's just like, I like the Miz. I don't know what your problem. What's your problem? is.
Oh, before we get right down to it, I do have a bit of show and tell, folks.
Oh my.
God, okay.
Oh my.
As you know, so here's the thing, right? You'll see me sometimes go to some flea markets, or I'll be going to some fucking consignment shops, and I'll be like, "Ooh, what's this?" And folks, I found something pretty awesome here.
Get hit
This
me.
is a Vista series of Unbreakable. This is the collector's edition. I want you to have a
Oh.
look at this right here.
I love shit like this.
Same. It's
And then-
shit.
Look at this, man. You got this.
Oh, the big
So-
portraits and
Dude,
shit. Oh
you
my
can't
God.
replace that with a streaming service. That's
You
just
cannot.
different.
You can
Yeah.
fucking not.
It's a
Mr.
different
Flash,
thing,
you
right?
got the Unbreakable
Yeah.
Man, John Unbreakable.
John
Amazing stuff right here. We got a whole separate disc of all the fucking special features, which again you can't replicate these
Nope.
days.
Nope.
Can't
It's-
replicate
it's-
that, man.
That's
Something
the
different.
thing that's like you could have like all your behind the scenes shit on like your YouTube accounts on like the Warner Brothers YouTube account, not even like
Oh,
the
yeah.
movies YouTube account or whatever. But nothing beats when you're like 10 years old and you have like a DVD on and you're just watching. Like, you're watching behind the scene featurettes, even though you don't even know what they're talking about. You're just like, this is a thing that I can
Yep.
do, and they've
did
given me
that
this.
yesterday with Blackberry, because like I was thinking about the movie Blackberry, and like they have all the
Oh.
bonus features uploaded
Mhm.
somewhere. I was just watching like, so here's how we do cinematography, and that's how I found out. That's how I
Yeah.
found out fucking Jay was part of all the music and shit. I was like, dude.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
Blackberry, great movie. Anyway,
We have so much to talk about today.
We have some good stuff. Real quick, I do want to ask. So, Joe, obviously, it's been a while since you've been on the show. So much has changed in the wrestling biz. The last time you were on the show,
this thing was kind
last
of
time you were on
big.
the Good Bad Bro, we were talking about like I think it was SummerSlam 2024. We were talking about.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Think about how long, has there been any like what recently in wrestling has been grabbing you lately? Has there been an angle? Has there been a wrestler? Has there been something going on recently that you've been into that you would like to discuss?
Yeah, there has. I'm thrilled to say this too because he has had a rocky few years, and even in the time since we did this show, he's been here, there, and everywhere. But Andrade, always been a favorite of mine. Always loved Andrade.
We saved him.
And it's so cool to see him finally just flirting with and scratching the surface with like his potential. Right? I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully, when I do this again in a year, he'll be world champion. No,
He'll be
but
world
seriously,
champion.
like he's one of those guys. When he left the last time, WWE last time, there was so much debate about him, and you couldn't shake the feeling that he was capable of proving all that debate really silly, really quick.
Yeah.
He has so far, right? But we just hope that he can stay on course and stay the
Yeah.
course, stay on track. But
Yep.
he's been my favorite thing to watch, dude. Just getting to see him wrestle the top guys, getting to see him put time in and have great matches. He is just on fire. That'd be my guy right now.
Nah, it's great because like obviously you see like a lot of like you've seen a lot of people that go like they leave WWE, go away, then they come back. Like we've had a couple instances. Like I think about the Royal Rumble and I think about how Miro and Rey Fenix were treated, and like it's like I do love Miro and Rey Fenix, I do, but it's like and then granted they're in a different environment, but
Right.
I feel like it's this time frame now that's like years, like 5 years after the AEW really started like getting into competition. I think like when they got Punk and Bryan and all them. like you're seeing a lot of like, oh, these are the people who are like gonna elevate. These are the people who are gonna stick around, right? Like and Andrade being one of them makes me so happy. I love that tweet you posted when they were talking about Andrade versus Bandito. Like, that was incredible. That was me, dude. That was literally me.
I had you blowing up my phone, fucking in the chat, dude. Andrade Bandido is coming.
I mean, like how you are with Andrade is how I am with like Bandito's become like he's like
he's
my
incredible.
Kenny Omega. God, that match, I don't think people prepare for how good that match is going to be. Like
one of my favorite matches of last year was him and Hechicero.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I thought he was that match.
I personally thought Bandito's wrestler of the year last year. Personally,
I wouldn't blame you for thinking that.
He had such a variety of great matches with the Brodito team, but then you look at like the Takeshita match, the Hechicero match, all the stuff he did. His ability to lead those Ring of Honor shows in a year where I think, as much as I love Athena, I think interest finally was down a little bit in the Athena Forever reign, right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. Bandito was able to kind of fuel those shows. Some of the tags in AEW, the Okada Takeshita one, the FTR one in Full Gear. I mean, he just was incredible, and I'm with you, dude. Him and Andrade, wow.
That's such a great dude. The Okada Takeshita tag is great, and then like 4 days later, he got like a great match out of TV Okada, which is a fucking miracle. Like I don't know how he pulled that one off. Not to shit on Okada, I love Okada, but you know that's good. And then I guess other than the wrestling stuff, what's up? Obviously, you've been you last time you were on the pod was right before Late Night Green and Gold launched. You were on the host spot when it was going. What's been going on in the land of Joe Hulbert? Just consistently, what's going on recently and what's coming up?
It's going day by day. I have too many shows. There was a day where there was a week where I had like 2 or 3 straight days of just 3 shows a day. Honestly, by the end of it, you also get to a point where it's like, what could I possibly say on tomorrow's show? You know, it's kind of that's the thing. But I'm just staying busy, dude. I've been really lucky. Like my audience is amazing, and LNG Gold thankfully did not flop as I feared it might. We're at like
Absolutely not.
we're like near 400 members, and every month's our best month right now. So I'm just my biggest goal, and you know anyone who does stuff where they're creating, right? The biggest thing I think we can all relate to is like, if you get a response, people like it, you just want to do more of it, right? You want to just keep like, and that's my biggest thing right now. We do way too many shows, but I would legitimately rather like overwhelm people with shows than have them wonder if they should be spending their money on it. You know, so that's like genuinely the way I look at it. And I'm a lunatic with that stuff, dude. And I have guest sponsorships, it's crazy. But I'm very, very busy. But I'm thankful to be busy.
I'm glad to see it, dude. You take the AEW approach. Just drown them in matches.
Yeah.
One of them's gonna stick out. We'll get them eventually. You know. No, that's great. That's great to hear. And again, you know, if I hopefully I can actually like maintain a line of communication myself, and we can do this more than once a year.
Always welcome, dude. Always welcome.
Yeah. Always. All right.
Contract tower, you hate to see it.
Let's just briefly run through the movie news. Not a whole lot. Let's just talk about. Oh, excuse me. Oh
my God, he's gonna
die. No.
He's dying.
Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. What
you
are
saw
our
the
thoughts?
Mortal, I was about to say because you saw the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer.
That's what I was.
I haven't seen this. I haven't seen
not.
this trailer yet.
I just think it's really fucking funny how they're just being like, yeah, that first one didn't happen. This is a real one. Anyway.
Well, that first one had that infamous shot of him somewhere, Johnny Cage. And like,
the first trailer, yeah.
It looked like it wasn't edited yet. It looked like a fucking green screen behind him. And
it didn't look just like a green screen. It looked like someone filming in the theater, like a screenshot. That's what it looked like. It looked like the fucking "I need you to distract Kang" fucking.
The
meme.
camera fucking footage.
Camera bootlegs Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ever since that Street Fighter trailer came out, I don't give a fuck about this movie anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to watch Street
Fighter looks better.
Hiroki Goto is E Honda. This is his peak.
I was pissed about he was the only one that wasn't in that trailer. He was the only one that wasn't in the trailer. They had Cody, they had Roman, and they didn't have Goto. There's some politics.
You gotta buy a ticket, brother. You gotta buy a ticket. You know.
Yeah, he's the draw. You see.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, let's see what else, man.
Hit me in with another.
Geez. Oh, this is bad news. Well, bad news depending on how you look at it, I guess. Venom animated film.
God damn it!
I mean, cool. I'll take it. I'll take some Marvel animated shit. Why not? I'll take that.
I love Tom Hardy.
Unfortunately, this comes right before the news of Sony rebooting their entire weird universe. Apparently, because Kraven did so bad, they're like, let's have a clean start this time.
What is this? Can you guys explain to me what the Sony universe? What is this?
Sony universe of Marvel
Well,
characters.
Sony owns the rights to like Spider-Man and some of the
So
like
they
they have the permission
Yeah.
to make. So when Spider-Man movies come out, obviously there's certain rules in other films. So like, it's really small things. Like Deadpool. Have you seen Deadpool 3 with Wolverine?
I have not, but I'm
Okay.
aware of.
Well, there's a scene in it where Deadpool's like talking to Happy Hogan, and then like in the background there's a picture of Tony Stark with Spider-Man, but they do silly shit like block off Spider-Man because they can't use Tom Holland's
I
face
forgot
as
about that.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
So shit like that makes it so funny. But yeah, no, Sony makes all like this, like they're trying to make their own universe of stuff. But now that Marvel owns Fox and everything, they're trying to make everything in the same universe.
What's weirder is like you can't. They're not just making a universe of their own stuff. They're making a universe with like Spider-Man villains. Do they not understand that Spider-Man villains don't work without Spider-Man? You can't make them interesting.
So let's run this back real quick because like this was first discussed when Amazing Spider-Man 2 was coming out. This concept because they were like, fuck Marvel, like fuck Disney. We're never working with those fuckers ever. We're gonna make our own universe. We're gonna have a Sinister Six movie. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 was supposed to launch like a Sinister Six film.
Yeah.
And then a Venom
that
film.
had like Scorpion's mech and then like the Dr. Octopus arms in the
weird
back. And you were like,
mask
oh
thing that was
shit, here
supposed
we
to be
go.
Mysterio.
And they never did anything with it.
No. Because it's like. And then they're just like, yeah, okay, we're gonna do like a bunch of like villains and then set it up in like a final like Sinister Six film. But then like, they're doing Madam Web though. What does that mean then?
What is Madam? Like, who was asking for that? Who the fuck was asking for Madam Web?
Madam Web is still one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. It is.
Have you seen Madam Web,
insane.
Joe?
I have. Yeah, I sure have.
Oh my
You
god!
have. Oh my god.
It's really, really shocking that movie got made. It's absolutely shocking.
It's the Venom films. I saw the first one of those. I only realized like 6 months ago how much money those films made, and it blew my mind, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I know that's an
'Cause it was the
iconic character, and
first,
it's Tom Hardy, but Jesus, man.
It was the first good like attempt from Sony to make something unique, and then people were like, "Oh, this is kind of good." And then they made what? Fucking Morbius.
Morbius, dude. How do you like? Venom is maybe the only villain you can get away with making a movie about because
and then he's
got some lore that he can do, but like. What lore is there for Kraven the Hunter? What the fuck is Kraven the Hunter gonna take?
When I saw when we watched Kraven the Hunter, and like the first like 5-10 minutes happened, I was like, all right, there's something here. And then like the entire like rest, like it was like 45 minutes about his childhood. I'm like,
the Rhino
who is this
shit,
for?
man. That
who's this for?
Rhino's like actually a half man, half rhino. It's like it's like man.
Oh, and it's violent. It's like gory and shit. It's rated R for some reason. It's just like, what the fuck? Who's this for? This is dumb.
Who want? I don't know.
At least Venom, like those movies, at least get like the fun like '90s Venom, right? Like it felt like you're watching like animated series Venom a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a buddy
it's
cop
fun.
kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that's how Venom kind of was back then. It's like that's fine. I'm okay with that. But
It's like I can admire what they tried to do, but like it's still schlock at the end. The Venom movies are still schlock, especially Venom 2. The one with Carnage is like is ridiculous. But
I still think it's the best one though. It's still the most fun I think out of all those movies.
It's ridiculous, but it's like I had a good time.
Who was it they
Like,
had as Carnage? It was like an incredible cast.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson? No, dude. I'll never forget being in the
godly.
theater for Venom, and the post-credit scene comes up, and it's Woody Harrelson with this fake fucking mohawk on, and he's fucking.
Oh no, it was like a bushy. It was like a Jesse Eisenberg do. I was like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, like he had like a balding fro on his fucking.
And they gave him like the Jim Carrey cut in the second movie. I was like, all right, that's better.
Why do they constly pair him with Jesse Eisenberg?
He did
zombie.
Well, dude, they both have
Oh, Woody
Zombieland by
Harrelson, yeah.
Like,
Now you see me.
Sony, all Sony properties. They're like, okay, we can't get anybody else. Call Jesse and Woody. They'll take a paycheck anytime.
Woody. Yeah. That's it, man. Oh no, the Mummy. We gotta talk about the Mummy.
We don't have to talk
Lee
about
Cronin's the Mummy.
We
Let's
don't
talk
have to
about
do
that.
Actually. We don't.
That looks bad. That looks really bad.
Look! You said you got the Brendan Fraser sequel coming.
Yeah, that's all I care about. I'm
excited
more
for that.
about that.
Let this
Yeah,
get this one out of the way. We don't care about the Lee Cronin's one. We don't
Yeah.
Oh, this is big news. Actually, this is actually good news. We'll probably end on this one, but Kristen Bell as Amy in Sonic 4. I like that.
top tier
What do you-
casting. That is top tier.
Fuck it, yeah,
Good shit.
sure.
Good
Yeah,
shit.
why not? Hey,
Reactions there, boys.
It's not
Different
Aquafina.
reactions.
It's not Aquafina. Let's take
I'm glad it's not someone obnoxious, and I don't know. I don't really like dive deep into the Sonic films. Like I watch them because they're good and they're lawful to the
They are
games,
fun.
but like
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm not like
but they're fun
what are
times.
they gonna do?
I'm a Sonic fanboy, so like I love them. But like I understand when people are just
Oh.
like, oh, they're fun kids movies. Like I can understand when people.
We're actually gonna
Yeah,
end on
it's
some
so
bad
obnoxious.
news.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna end on some bad news, folks.
What?
It's just been reported last night. Actually, not reported. Officially confirmed by Zach Hadel
Oh,
and
fuck
Michael
me.
Cusack that Smiling Friends is officially ending after just 2 more episodes that are coming in April.
That's so like it was such a shock. I didn't believe it. I was like,
I thought it was.
they
I thought it was
confirmed-
Zach doing pulling a funny because like that's.
And they
usually-
say in the video immediately, no bits.
No.
Joe, have you seen Smiling Friends? Or are you still
I have
aware of
not, but
Smiling
I'm very familiar with an announce Sank and leading with no bits to make it clear that you're not. I have not seen it. No.
Yeah.
Friends? it's like the closest thing to we've got to like I think like a good Robot Chicken now in like the 2020s. You know, like it's kind of like it's just throw shit at the wall, see what sticks. And it's like it's a shame that it's crazy because we've watched both the first 2 seasons on fucking on the channel, and like that was my introduction to it. And they confirmed seasons 4 and 5, and then they just kind of ended it. But I guess it's because of burnout. I could understand that.
I will
at
give
the
you
end
a
of the day.
major
yeah.
pro and a major con about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
What?
I remember talking to people about when they cancelled fucking what was it? No, I remember talking to our buddy Tony when they said they would stop doing what's the fucking show with Patrick Warburton?
Family Guy?
No, what? No, I meant Brock Sampson, Venture Bros.
Oh,
when they stopped
Venture
doing
Bros? Yeah.
I remember I'm glad that they're stopping Smiling Friends because it's been such a perfect show throughout.
Yeah.
I think it's been a great opportunity for them to collaborate with some of my favorite creators. By the way, the fact that they got people like the Salad Fingers guy, David Firth, and what's his name, the rotoscoping guy. Joe Haver, he's great. So for them to end it now after, by the way, season 3 was fucking amazing. That was the best season they ever did.
It's every episode was better than the last. It was kind of insane, honestly.
Okay, we're getting 2 extra episodes in April, so like I'm eternally grateful for that. But I will say, I'm glad that they're stopping it because you look at a show like Rick and Morty, that shit's just fallen off the path. That used to be funny.
Yeah.
And now it's just being made by random people, because obviously what happened with Justin Roiland, it's being made by random fucking people. And they said in this video, Michael and Zach, they were like, hey, we are control freaks, and if we aren't in control of the show, we don't want to be made. So
Exactly,
if
and
they
it
feel
would be.
burnout,
Yeah.
best thing to do is just put on. They didn't say they're eternally ending it. They said they'd come back for a special or something if they feel like it.
Which is fine.
A huge con about it, though, is they said, go hire our people that worked on the show. I feel terrible for all the people that were editing, animating, storyboarding all this shit, because they were promised 2 more seasons of this show, and now they're
Was that officially confirmed though?
Yeah, they said
posted
seasons
on
4 and
Adult
5
Swim,
are
they
on
said
the way,
greenlit
and then they just decided to
season
end.
4 and 5, and then they went, oh no, we're done.
Well, Grant, really, how far are you gonna get? How far do you think they really got into those? Like, I feel like it's.
I don't think
probably
they
not,
did. I don't think they did at all.
I think they're like I'm sure they were discussing stuff, maybe writing stuff. I don't think they that would be strange. That would be really strange if they had full 2 seasons like well in production when that happened, then that's horrible and I feel awful. But like that'd be that's like some Warner Brothers killing a movie that's already made type shit. So like I don't understand why. Like no, I don't think
That's all I
so.
wanted to say. Like
Yep.
Perfect show.
It's a shame,
I'm
but
glad it's ended on a great note because it was.
I would rather it end for this reason than like Zach and Zach and Michael. Zach and Michael. I rather than them like fall out and have like. And I'd rather it end like this.
Yeah, that would have
and
been
not because
terrible. Like
that would have been a much
Imagine
worse
that
ending
comes
for
out.
it.
Michael had a drunk rant about some character named Squeam, and then they stopped the show.
See, that's the shit that they would say though. That's the thing. Just like, we actually that's the real
watched
reason.
That video of them saying it's ending, and I was like, this has got to lead to some like elaborate April Fools or something. Like,
Nope.
Now the 2 episodes are in April.
And Adult Swim likes to do stuff for April Fools, so
They do a lot of crazy shit. So
Sorry, guys, we're getting Learning with Pibby. Don't worry, it's coming.
problem-
Okay,
No,
man.
I'm joking.
Okay, Wyatt. Nobody here knows what that is.
The problem with doing a lot of bits is as soon as you say no bits, people go, "This is most certainly a bit, no question."
Yeah,
I immediately
exactly.
was like, okay, this is a bit.
Yeah. They sounded like I was waiting for it, but they sounded real sad. So I was like, okay, we'll give it. I'll trust them. I'll trust you.
Smiling
on
Friends
this one.
had
I'll
the
trust-
best adults who made rules when they redid all the episodes of puppets and shit.
That was incredible.
So
that was
peak.
phenomenal.
Peak.
Yeah.
It's so peak. Yeah.
Muppets, Joe.
Warn me in future, bro. All right, warn me in future.
You're like, they're like,
Do we have to talk about Scream 7? I mean, it looks bad, guys. It's really
We
bad
don't.
out here.
Dude,
Okay, look,
dude,
I'm gonna just look. Here's what I'll just say, guys. Look, spoiler if you care about Scream 7. The killer uses AI apparently to bring back the other cast members or something. I don't know what the fuck. This is
Dude.
stupid as fuck.
This
This
is
is
like
like the nail in the
tracking
coffin.
scene of like old actors and shit. So there's like David Arquette and Matthew Lillard is there, and fucking
Billy's mom from the second
Billy's
one
mom.
is also,
They didn't
is
get
also
Ulrich.
in there.
Why? Where's
Dude,
my
no,
boy?
no.
Where's Ulrich, bro? Where is he?
No, Joe, it's shameless. I'll send you. I'll have to find it and send it to you later because it is shameless how bad it is. Like it's like, especially for a franchise that didn't really have a bad movie,
Right.
to go like this bad is like crazy.
I purposely disconnected myself. I love Scream's one of my all-time favorite franchises.
Yep.
After everything that went down, I was pretty much content not watching this anyway. But the more you hear about it, it just sounds so just
It's
desperate
slop.
and
They made
cheap
it
and lame.
slop.
Yeah.
Yeah, complete slop, and it's like, and it's weird, like 5 and 6, like they weren't like great, but they were good play. They could have ended after 6. It was a nice place to stop. It was a fun movie. Like
It's crazy, dude. They did the thing that every franchise, aspires to do in the sense they did actually establish a new group of characters, right? And I think people were actually content to go on with this new group, and they said nope. They had to get
I
on
liked the
with
new
it.
group. I liked the
Yeah,
fucking
me
core
too.
4 as they're called or whatever.
the core 4. I remember because like Scream 5, I had a bit of an issue with that because like they were still kind of background to the legacy player
Yes.
in Scream 5 and Scream, except for Melissa Barrera, who was the lead, obviously, and
Right.
she's like Billy's kid. I'm kind of iffy on that whole plot, but like I get why they did it. 6, I was like they actually got to focus in and hone in on them. It was actually good that they killed Dewey because like it actually allowed them to hone in more of a focus on them, and Sydney not being in the movie allowed for that too. And I see Nev Campbell talking like she was so brave because she didn't go back to Scream 6, but then she goes back to this, where after what the studio did to Melissa Barrera, it's really disgusting. It's a shame,
Absolutely
honestly.
Yeah.
It's just, dude, it's funny. We're just talking about like Smiling Friends is ending on top. Like there's not a single bad episode of Smiling Friends, and they're ending on top. Scream had a place to stop, or at least it had a good
Many
avenue to
places
travel
to
down.
stop.
and it's turned into this. It's really sad, honestly.
It's like the Fast
47
franchise is another one. It's just like that had so many opportunities to stop when it was good. Even when they had bad movies, they had a good one after it. It was like, oh, that was great. Wow.
Should have stopped after 7. Paul Walker died. Like he said, stopped after 7. Like that was the place to go.
Even 8, where they bring back Luke Evans and all that shit. It's like you could end it there too.
Dude, when Dwayne, the most insane man in Hollywood and wrestling, is hanging off a fucking submarine, throwing. Fair enough. You can end it there. I could accept that. I could accept.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I found an exceptional tweet on Scream 7.
Oh boy.
Just saw Scream 7 with IRLs, and we were talking about the movie and how dog shit it is. One of them just started playing the Smiling Friends announcement at full volume. We all got deadly silent like we just saw the South Tower collapse in 2001.
That is incredible. Jesus Christ.
That's me with every like
That's
Avengers
real,
Doomsday
man.
update. It's like
Also
that
this about-
is-
But one final note about that Smiling Friends thing. It's just like, I said this last night because I just think it's very, like, it's almost poetic a little bit. It's like Smiling Friends is ending right as Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll bring back Nirvana the band the show.
Look, you can't. We say this about. The one that resonates the most with our pod is Marvel and wrestling. You can never have both be good. One of them has to be good for the other one to be shit. You know?
Yeah. It's even like a WWE AEW thing where it's like right now AEW is like, I'm not even saying it's like top tier, but like it's pretty good right now. And then you look at the other side, of the fence, and you're like, what is happening over there?
What are we doing, man?
What the fuck are they doing? But then like you think of like 2024 WWE, or even like this time last year when AEW was like really in the pits, and you had the John Cena heel turn before it went completely fuck up. Like you're like, you can never have both just be consistently good at the same time. It feels cursed. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
That's
Speaking of
fucked
which-
up.
Speaking of wrestling, Elimination Chambers this week, right?
It is. Yeah.
It is in 2
Yay.
days, 3 days.
Wow.
Listen, good for
Okay,
Trick and
That
Javon.
reaction tells
Kalshi bets
the
right
whole
now.
story.
Will Javon Evans be taken out before the match begins? Because
Oh
I'm really
my
worried about that.
God, is that like? So is that gonna happen, or is that just like a rumor that people are saying
Can we-
I
online
think
that
it's
Brock's
just a
gonna?
rumor.
So
I
can
think.
we get this right? So, Joe, we Good Bad Brothers affiliated with a stream team, right? They're called the Goon Squad, right? Before
Yeah, yeah,
I know. Before Javon joined WWE, he was Jay Malachi in DPW,
Mm.
and he was a part of our stream team. He was in the group. So when I joined and met guys like Bojack and my boy Phoenix Nitro, guys that have joined this group, when we found out he went to WWE, we were like, oh fuck! So we got to support this guy the entire time, and like. I'm always happy to talk about Javon because the fact that he's
too, all
got
of 'em.
2 Monday Night Raw already,
Right.
like
And-
it does kind of sting that he didn't win a single title when he was in NXT, but like he's here now and he's been
Have
in
him
the
beat
Rumble
Dom for that title,
and
man,
he's in the
Legit?
chamber. Like
What else can you
Mhm.
lose by that point? What else can you lose by that point? But then having him beat Dom for the what the fuck? What is Dom?
I
I love
agree.
Dom, but what is he doing with that belt? Like,
I
really?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Javon's
just- it
doing
just feel-
great, dude. He's
No, he's great. I
absolutely
love
killing
Javon
it.
so much.
He's
Yeah, and,
the
like-
one issue with him is you just hope they don't have that mentality of like he's young, we'll get to him eventually, and you don't want to be pigeonholed. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want him to be the
No.
guy. You don't want him to be the guy that spends 4 WrestleManias in ladder matches doing crazy shit that he doesn't win the match.
Yeah.
As a talent, he's incredible, and they clearly like him. You can tell they like him, right? Like even with
Yeah.
the NXT qualms we have, he's called up this soon. They're big on him, and they should be. He's
Yeah.
special.
Like him, that trifecta, like that. I feel like, and again, we have our issues with like Trick Williams isn't the most consistent, but like you look at that main event of Stand Deliver last year, like those 3, that's like that was a perfect snapshot of like what the future is going to look like.
I was
honestly.
gonna say
Oba-
with Trick, it's weird because like I don't hate Trick. I don't think he's a bad wrestler, but it's just like I just think it's weird that he is like. I just think it's weird they're pushing him out of all people right now. Like I think it's a little weird.
Well,
Like I don't know what. Why.
he's very charismatic, and
It's
you
just
see
his
him like in
No,
the
he
interviews.
is. I love him on the
Yeah.
mic, but it's just like I don't know.
And
man.
when he's
Get a
against
chant
the
over.
right-
You ever heard of Jey Uso?
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah, we're in a post. We're in like a dude. Okay, now the real Kalshi bet is when will Jey Uso run it back in the chamber? At what point in the match will he run it back in the chamber? And will I break my laptop when it happens? That's the real Kalshi
Man.
bet. I'm leaning 99 to
I can
1.
see it already. He's hanging onto the chamber wall. He's on top of a pod. Fucking, fucking,
Ugh.
stop,
Yeah, he
man.
falls
Stop
off.
it.
No.
The
I
most
felt-
sinister
dude.
structure in WWE.
His face when he had to win the match on Monday was like one of the most telling things. Because you could tell, because Jay, bless him, like he's obviously online and he sees it all, right, all the conversation. And you could sense, 1, I'm upset that my guy Bronson's hurt. 2, they're going to light me up on Twitter tonight because I'm winning this match. I felt so bad. Like, you could see in his face him just being like, oh, fuck, I wasn't supposed to win this one, and now I've got to win this too. Brutal.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's like I get it from the standpoint of like he is still like one of their bigger crowd draws, right? So I get it. You kind of have to do it. And I feel horrible for Bronson Reed. That guy just can't get out of the box. I feel so bad for him.
I'm
And
really
the whole
shocked
vision,
that's-
the vision
Yeah.
is dead. It's dead.
I'm
You gotta kill it.
shocked, man. Like Seth. It was like what was it? It was Seth, Braun Breaker. Paul Heyman. I was like, okay, that's cool. That Paul Heyman's with Seth. That's really cool. Very different. Very new. Not what I expected. And then they put Bronson. I'm like, okay, that's cool. This is cool. And then like Seth gets hurt after winning the title, pretty much, right? Because
Yeah,
they did the fake
tempts the
injury
fate.
thing with the Money in the
He
Bank. which was
tempted
brilliant.
fate. He cursed himself. He cursed himself with that. That whole stable. God, the
Oh.
gods themselves have cursed that whole group because he
And now
got
like
hurt.
Logan Paul's in it and Austin Theory. They're like the only ones now apparently in it now, which is like okay.
I can't fathom a world where the tag title matches at WrestleMania this year are going to be MFTs and Wyatt Six again, and Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus fucking current day chopped Usos.
What is the
I can't-
Wyatt
I
Six
can't-
doing right now? Are they involved in anything at the moment?
They're still
Who?
in that feud with the MFTs. Yeah.
Dude, so
Yeah.
sorry, Joe.
You know what's
sorry.
bad when I don't even see like people talking about Wyatt Six? Because that was like the biggest thing people were talking about when they first came in. Was like, oh,
Yeah.
It's like,
and I've
It
not
got
seen
over,
a
dude.
single.
It got over, and they said, "Not too much of that. Take it easy." And then they pulled it back, and now it's like, I remember when they first showed up, they had such a great reaction, and they put them in that feud with Cross's
Gable.
group. Remember what they did that feud, which was, but then what was
Yeah, Alpha
Cross's
Academy.
Final
yeah.
Testament.
final test?
What?
Thank you. And that
The way
by the
they
time they got
debuted,
done with
they
that
killed
feud,
everyone,
brother,
man.
by the
They
time
killed
they got done
everyone.
with that, it was crazy.
Killer Cross. I can tell you what was killed. Everyone's
Yeah.
career momentum.
It was
That's
brutal.
what, that's what was killed.
Ooh.
But guys, there was a recent interview with Karrion Kross, and he had a message sent to him from Paul Heyman.
Oh no.
Oh, what could this mean?
Is that the answer for the Vision? Is bringing back Karrion Cross?
I'm not joking.
Jesus.
Carry on my
They did a
way,
whole
Cross.
MLW thing where they were like, he has a message from Paul Heyman. I can't read this on the interview. I'm gonna go do it over here.
Oh
Fuck
man.
off.
Oh.
I don't
Remember
want
Mania
this.
40? Remember the Mania 40 build, guys? Remember that? Remember how much
Yeah, I
fun
was
that
there.
was?
I was fucking there, and it was great.
Oh, I was there. Oh man. Oh man, we've
Oh.
fallen so far. We've fallen so far. It's actually like really sad. Thank God for AEW. Thank God New Japan is good, bro. Andrade versus Yota Tsuji is tomorrow night. I'm locked in.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm ready for that fucking match. That match is gonna be incredible. What were we were talking about like
I didn't hear about that.
how things can't be. You didn't know? Yeah, dude. That's the New Beginning in
Mm-hmm.
New Jersey. That's where it
Do
is.
you know what?
Crazy show,
Yota
yeah.
Tsuji is my guy. And I completely forgot that he was IWGP champion.
Dude.
Damn.
I
That's
mean,
my goat.
I wish it's hard, right? Because like New Japan isn't quite as I think it's more accessible now than it was back in the day, but like maybe like 10, 20 years ago. But like I wish it was still a bit more because like I follow it generally, but like I only watch select matches from it. Like I didn't watch all Wrestle Kingdom, but I watched Tsuji Takeshita and I watched Tana and Okada, which was magnificent. So
Yeah, I mean,
uh
part of the issue is the way they don't let people post clips or sometimes even photos on socials, which is brutal. Like it's just so stupid. But
I remember the morning after Takeshita won the IWGP title. Somebody posted the picture, like the one of him with the confetti, he has the belt around his waist and the trophies behind him. But I had it. I opened the tweet fully, and it had this media has been taken by its copyright holder. It's like, what a great way to market your new world champion is to say that the picture's been taken. This
Ridiculous,
awesome
man.
picture
Ridiculous.
with fucking aura is taken down. Okay.
I got some news about
What?
wrestling.
More news?
No. It's one final beat, if
One
you
final
will.
beat.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
No.
Not that.
No.
I'm not going through that
okay.
again.
Never
I can't
again.
go through that again. I'm a DIY fan, and I can't do that.
He said it
again.
was the final beat, no more.
No. I just want to gauge everyone's thoughts right here. If y'all have been keeping up with the 2K26 stuff,
A little bit, yeah.
because here's the thing. I want to say this because I'm just like, look, is this game going to be playable in a year? Like, am I still going to enjoy this in about a year's time after its release? The other ones, I've noticed this with 2K. It's really good if you play every other week. Because me and my buddy, we play GM mode. We get together on the couch. We play some GM mode every other week.
GM
and
mode
it's fun.
again. We started
We
one
should,
and
yeah.
it was going pretty well. And we should do that.
Because here's the
again.
thing. With this one, it's very interesting because they're dropping PS4 and Xbox One, finally.
Finally.
Now they can actually do something with it. And they're actually doing something with Universe mode again. Like, actually something different. So I'm like, okay, there's something.
Those
We haven't
new
had that
promo
yet.
options would look very like.
Yep,
'cause,
promo
like,
options.
When you have YouTubers who make their own universe modes and then they like
Yep.
have voiceover shit and everything, those visuals would be perfect for them.
You can select. You can now pause it if the match is going too long and just hit wrap it up, and
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
just like end the match.
We
real quick. I think it's really funny.
Yeah, it's like the Game Awards.
It's Inoki walking out like for the match. He's like throwing the chair to the side, like.
The Royal Rumble stuff is really cool because they have like the picture-in-picture thing now with like the entrance. I think
Shows
that's
you
kind of
who's
cool.
coming down, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's more realistic. They have like live mode now, which is
The
like
ragdoll
essentially-
physics look amazing.
I did
They
see
have
that.
they have the big scrapyard fight thing you can do now, and there's
Mhm.
like trampolines you can jump up and shit.
I saw that. Yeah, that was kind of fun. I
And if
like
you
that.
miss a dive, you will just ragdoll and hit the fucking side and shit. It looks so much fun.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say, right? 2K, ever since 22, because 22 was a massive
relaunch.
upgrade from 20.
Yeah.
20 was such a dog
Because
shit
20
game.
was so horrible that they had to like reset everything.
22 new visuals, new style of gameplay, looks great. And then 23 added the chain grappling, and then 24 added the throwing the weapons, and you're like, in my opinion,
It's
if
a
I
slow
was running
build.
2K, I would just call it WWE 2K, and then just add shit to it every year.
Just add shit, yeah.
Instead of releasing a game every year, just
That's it.
update the same game, you
How
know?
I was
else
gonna
you
say
gonna
I'm
sucker people
against
in,
the whole
man?
games as a service thing, but I feel like with stuff like this, it would actually be better
It would be fantastic.
because at least you
then
wouldn't have to
can
buy
keep the
something new
roster.
every year.
You
Yeah,
can keep the roster, and then you can add new people once they're, you know, because sometimes a wrestler signs too close to the date of the game coming out, and they don't get to be in the game. So you can just do it later on.
But it's also like this is just how sports games roll, though. Like this has been the way since like I want to say the 2000s, like this whole fucking century. It's
Yeah.
yearly game.
I'm
You would have like
so-
your NHL hits and stuff, but
Like just so beaten in submission by these WWE games because
I know.
when I play them, I don't have enough time to like actually get into the modes that are interesting, you know. So it's just like
Yeah.
I just get frustrated and give it up. That my immediate this is how cynical I am, guys. My immediate response to when they do cool stuff like the punk entrance and stuff like that is like, what are they hiding? What is it?
Yep.
Unlocked potential.
Look, I'll say this. I saw that punk entrance, like the Ring of Honor punk with the AFI song, which was awesome. That's cool. That's in the game, but like,
nowhere.
I'm just like, it's so cool that this is in there. Could they really have not just gone a little further and made the entrance from Ring of Honor as well?
And the crazy thing is, you wouldn't even need like something super distinct. It would be better just having him walking out than having him do the full CM Punk Raw entrance. Like,
There's
Yeah.
definitely entrances in the game that you could probably replicate.
100%. He's doing
At
the
least they have, like, the-
slobber in time, you know.
at least,
Yeah, he's there going
the
fucking-
least they could have done is implement the when he's on the ropes and he does this. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
could
I'll
have
say this.
done that, and like that
stuff
would have
is
been
cool.
enough.
That stuff they added in during the entrance where you can trigger pyro and also do different taunts. Like that's cool. That's actually really cool.
Why
I
it's
like
making
that.
every wrestler.
Did you
do the
guys
6'7".
see?
Yeah, every wrestler.
Did you guys see the video of Tiffany Stratton reacting to her own entrance in 2K? But
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was so money. She's watching it and she's like, I guess she was with someone, with a developer or maybe a streamer, I don't know, but she's like, oh, this is my NXT entrance. I need a new entrance. I was thinking,
Oh,
damn, she was the world champion for a year. How did they not do
these
new
games-
entrance for her?
Dude, the people who make these games don't watch the show. Look at the Obafemi
Crazy.
entrance. The Obafemi entrance.
That was
He's
weird,
not
yeah.
doing the. He's not doing the. This. He's just. Yeah. He like. I think he had an interview too where he got asked like somebody asked him why his entrance was so bad. He's like, I don't make the fucking
I
game.
didn't
What do you want?
love
What
it.
do
I think
you
it was-
want from me?
Dude, they have a
I think
new
it was,
Randy Orton entrance. He has like 6 in the game. We don't need another Randy Orton.
Randy
one.
has a new entrance every 2 years, and it's really fucking funny. Like remember that one where it was just like it was an entrance that he never did before, where he would just go like,
Yeah,
like it was just that. Like I've never
Dude,
seen him do this ever.
Javon is one of the most charismatic people. He like starts fucking shaking the camera and shit, and like he has the same
That's when
one
he
from
just going-
last year. It's just him
See,
going.
that.
And it's stuff like that that's like, I won't be fooled again. You
Yeah,
know, like
exactly.
I
Yeah,
spent
that's fine.
I spent full price on fucking 2K24, and
I'm
I
not buying the
realized I was
game.
playing the same game. I was like, why am I doing this to myself?
If I end
Why
up
am I
with this
playing
game on
this?
my library, it's because I've won a competition or something. I'm
Well,
not
look, here's the
buying
thing. The way I view these games, this is the ultimate like trade-in game at GameStop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a bunch of games you trade in. If it reaches to like around 60-ish, I'll be like, yeah, put it on 2K. Why not? I'll pay just $10 for it technically, so that's fine. I'll do that. Like I don't know.
Or it's
I'm not
it's
gonna
peak-
spend a whole $70 anymore.
Not again. I will not do it. Like, I love playing 2K. Like when we're on like Parsec and like we're playing it
that's
together.
fun.
Like that's fun. But like man, when I'll never forget. I was playing the shitty like 40 years of WrestleMania mode on 2K24,
Oh
and I was
my
playing it,
God,
and I
dude.
like stopped halfway. I think I was at like the last match on like the Roman Cody match, and I paused it, and I was like, "What am I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I playing this?" Like, and I don't. And all my friends
could
have it on
be out
PC, so I can't even play with
Frolicking
anyone.
in the fields.
Isn't there?
I'll say this. I'll say this. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll say this about the CM Punk shit that they're doing, like that showcase mode. At least they're finally giving you a second option. Because my biggest problem with all these showcase mode is that you have to play it to unlock the shit in there, all the cool shit. You have to fucking play it, and I'm like, and that's the worst part of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
At
mean
least
like
with this, you can do a fucking Punk gauntlet
the gauntlet.
and just like get all the shit that way. I'm like, okay, at least there's an alternative to unlocking this shit than playing.
We're on the
this.
same page here. That was what I was going to
bullshit.
ask. It seems like they've changed they're doing it differently with unlocking stuff this year. So I read something about this where it's like
The
because you need the
ringside
accelerator.
pass. Yeah.
What is the
I don't
deal
know
with
what
this? Do we
it's-
know?
I
Very
don't know
confusing,
fully. What
guys.
was
So,
Very
this game
confusing.
is still full price, right? This is a $60, $70 game or whatever it is on and just the base standard edition.
Whew.
You can then, if you really want, buy the special
Really?
edition for $90.
Uh,
Or if you're feeling frisky, you can get the Triple H edition for $120.
Oh my god.
What I really
Or
love. Oh, there's more.
if you're feeling, what word could it?
If you don't want to eat
Rambunctious.
tonight, if you want to eat ice soup tonight,
If you want ice soup tonight, you can get the Attitude Era edition for
Again?
$150.
and that's USD, right?
And that gives
that's probably
you
like
a
180 for
special
me.
pack of like 5 wrestlers that is
that made
from
me
that era.
gag, dude.
You
Jesus.
can get that fucking battle pass bullshit they're doing, and then like all the DLC that comes with
Okay,
it.
how much is this fucking pass? This fucking ringside pass shit? Like, dude, is this-
$30.
Blimey. You know what's funny too? The Triple H one. Tell me if you guys, if I'm off base, because I could be wrong. It genuinely feels like they announced the Triple H one like almost hat in hand. Like, listen, guys, this is probably one they're gonna buy, but you know, it's here. If you want it, it's here. I haven't seen any talk about it. The Punk one.
No one's
dominated.
excited for that.
No,
The
dude.
Punk mode
The
is
funniest part
domination.
about that was that when they did that, they announced that before Punk was on the cover.
Right.
Triple H will never let this go. He will never
Right.
let CM Punk
Dude,
go.
And
he
since
is-
it was
and
first
do you
announced,
Do you
I've
guys
seen
remember the
nothing about it.
Rumble intro package where like Triple H is walking past like
Yep.
Andre the Giant, Ultimate War, and then he
Oh,
gets to the
yeah.
end and there's a fucking massive fucking model of him, and he's like,
Bro, if
Fucking
you
loser.
spend so much time putting yourself on game covers and Royal Rumble packages, you would have a good product. What is dude, no, the Triple H product, that was so funny because I was like, of course he did. Of course he did. He's
Yep.
gone full mask off. Like he put himself in the Hall of Fame last year, inducting like as the headliner. Like why not? Like, fuck yeah.
look, it is
Yeah.
what it is, man.
But yeah, that's 2K26. When's that come out? March, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, soon.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And
I don't
and
know.
is
Who
there-
knows? I'll probably do it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Is there any other wrestling, like big wrestling things we can talk about before we
Oh,
get into
Joe.
the
AJ Styles' retirement.
No,
Oh
of
yeah,
course.
that's the biggest
Retired?
news. Yeah.
You sure?
I don't know if you knew.
Joe,
No.
you gotta
Crazy.
join the path of delusion. Join the path of delusion. Listen to just join
I
us.
was,
Join us.
I was there for a while, dude. I'm officially free. I'm clear.
Thank you,
I'm out.
Lord.
And,
Okay, I'll say this
yeah.
because it's like I do think it's now leaning towards AJ's kind of done, at
He's
least for
done.
now.
He said he's
might
done.
Forever.
he might do one more thing down the line, maybe an AJ, maybe New
The other
Japan.
day-
Who knows? Who fucking knows?
Hunter
It is-
Helmsley has him by the bollocks. Sting!
I was gonna say,
You are
yeah.
in
So
the
that's
Hall of
where it's
Fame.
like
You're not
I'm
going
just like-
anywhere.
his final match was against Gunther, and I'm just like, couldn't it have been against Cody in France?
No,
Because
but
that
the
right
match,
there is my
but the
favorite
match
AJ
with
match.
Gunther was tremendous. The match with Gunther was fucking tremendous.
I
The
thought
problem
it
was that it
was
was in, and then but then the match was in Saudi Arabia, so that kind of taints things on
That
for
too,
some
yeah.
people.
That's a little
I
weird.
think, but
Well, I'm not going to blame a country, right? But, like, it is a weird situation.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, man. Gunther being the guy that stops all these fucking retiring all these people, that's kind of beast.
it's
I
what
don't
we
know.
do. It's what we do. We're the best. He's the
It's-
best in the world, unfortunately.
It's
It's
strange.
just how it.
I think we've all gone through like a process with this AJ situation, and
Yeah.
when it happened, I was watching the show with some people, and then I joined like a LNG Discord, and everyone was in there just fucking full fantasy booking, like what's he doing at Revolution? And I said, guys, he might be there. I don't know what he's doing, and it's the truth when, like, I saw Machine Gun said he publicly said, I did not think he was retiring. That's the truth. Like, he did not think he was retiring until Monday. So I didn't know, but I did say I am somewhat concerned we just spent AJ Styles last month wondering who's going to wrestle on Collision. And unfortunately, fellas, I think that has come to fruition. I think with some time between this and the match, I think the actual truth is we see AJ Styles differently to how he sees himself. And I think if you said to him, here's what we're thinking, dude, we're going to do a year-long wind-down for you, I think he would, like, hate that idea. You know, like, I think to us that feels right. To me as a fan, him getting, like, a 2-week run-up to his last match after Cena's 1-year saga, it feels wrong. But I think this
agree.
is what he's comfortable with, you know, which, I mean, it's his call. I'm going to miss him, dude. He was still so good at the end of his career. Holy shit, he was good. So,
Dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's again. I like the the thought process though. Again, like reoccurring theme here, leaving on top. Like he didn't have an Undertaker. He didn't have like an Undertaker tier disaster in the ring. He didn't have like even John Cena. Like he ended off things well, but like especially the heel run, there was some bad stuff in that heel John Cena run that like really will taint how people viewed his farewell, I think, right? But AJ, like the tail end in 2024, he had the Cody matches, which are both fantastic. I know people don't talk about the I Quit match as much. I actually like that more than the Backlash match.
Me too. I like that match a lot.
I love that. And what was most striking, the thing that like really struck me was how he said, I didn't want to retire WrestleMania because it feels diminished. That's telling. Like that's especially because like for his WrestleMania track record, which we know is hilarious in all the bad and all the worst ways. His best matches with Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, like that's truly
unbelievable.
A tragedy. But like
my favorite is the Randy Orton match at WrestleMania when it was completely hijacked. It was already like a
half
mid-match.
the time the crowd couldn't see it.
The crowd was like, we can't see anything. You
the lights are on. We're blinded. We can't see the fucking match.
Crowd's dead silent. Yeah,
God.
but
and then what was it? Was it with Edge?
And the Edge match was very underwhelming. This was heel spooky ghost Judgment Day
Edge with the
Judgment
spooky
Day
ghosts.
Edge, which was horrendous.
I think people forget AJ was in the company for a decade.
He was.
That's a very long time. Like and consider and now that we're older, like that the mindset of just like how time flies when you get older, like that's just applied 10 times over especially when AJ doesn't really do a lot in the last, apart from the Cody title thing.
Yes.
Like
he was de-emphasized. Yeah.
Everything after COVID, I think he just like the Boneyard match was the last big thing he did for me.
Yeah.
So like it is kind of mid, but like I don't know. I'm never gonna be like upset that he's retiring. Like he's done everything there is to do.
Yeah, I think a lot of us just. It's difficult, man, because he's so like low maintenance to the top star. You know, like he's the guy that if you say to him, "Hey, dude, can you spend a year teaming with Omos?" He's like, "Sure." Like, cool.
I thought he made that one of the best parts of the company for a while.
And
like,
I think that's his legacy, right? In a weird way, in the sense that, like, not teaming with Omos, but hear me out. Obviously, he's one of the best. He's one of the best. I think he's genuinely one of the best wrestlers ever, and I try not to say that, you know, lightly. That's I believe that.
Yeah.
But I do think part of his legacy is he was very workmanlike and understated about his business. I don't think he was someone who saw himself as a major star or above it all. I think he saw himself as... I remember vividly him putting over, and this sounds crazy now, but you remember when they were trying to get Jey Uso established as like Roman's like right-hand man, that kind of era in the pandemic?
Yeah.
And I vividly remember AJ putting him over in Thunderdome. And I remember just thinking, dude, this guy is just... You would give anything to have a guy on your roster, right? Like, we need this right now, AJ. Can you do it? Yes. I'll do it to the absolute best of my ability. And that's who he's been. And it is so AJ Styles that he left us wanting more. And there's something romantic with that, even if I really wish we got more.
Well, yeah, I know. It's like... And I don't want to be greedy. It's like, oh, man. I do think it is a great shame that AJ Styles versus Kenny Omega is just like a thing that we'll never like. It's something we can only imagine, you know. But maybe that adds a bit more mystique to both of them. I think in a weird way, because Kenny, guys, like I know we don't want to say it, but Kenny's probably going to be winded down relatively soon as well. I'm getting the vibe. Not like soon. I'm not saying this last year. I think like within the next few years, we might have to say goodbye to Kenny as well. So like,
and again, like I have a lot of faith that Kenny will not only go out on his terms, but I have a feeling that he will go out in like one of the best ways ever. I do believe that full stop.
Yeah, because like, and again, like you see, it's a weird time, you know. I've been watching wrestling since like 2011, and I haven't had like a lot of like people going away that like made me sad. Like Edge retired quickly after I started watching, but I wasn't attached to Edge at the time. I had just started watching, so it wasn't like the same thing. But like Brian calls it in 2024 when he loses to Moxley. Cena, Tanahashi, and AJ within like a month of each other is
Yeah.
Well, I'll say
That's
this:
amazing, man.
Brian ain't calling it. I'm telling you right now. He's coming back for something. I don't think he's done.
See, I've had this is like how like the AJ Styles thing. Like I'm free of the Brian delusion. I think he's done. I think he's done. That's all, and it's fine.
You really think he's done forever?
I
against
think
Mox?
he's done. If I'm wrong, then great. But
Right,
I think Brian's calling it. And at the end of the day, like I was saying, when AJ was talking about WrestleMania being diminished, he got to choose. Like even if whatever your opinion is, like he has last match in Saudi Arabia, it had 2 weeks of build, he lost to Gunther, and I know there's ton of, like because like the general audience isn't as big on Gunther as they'll say we might be. But like
him, the 10-year on the Rumble probably meant more to him than Mania did.
Of course.
And
yeah.
I think the issue with Mania for a guy like him, and I don't know, this is guesswork based on what I know of that experience, is those shows are produced to a level that's like, it's just unholy. It's just the level of production that goes into Mania. Every match is like a week process of what are we going to do, how are we going to shoot. I'm sure AJ wanted to just wrestle in his last match, right? Like that was the thing that really struck me about the Shinsuke match. That was the perfect scenario because that was a Peacock Saturday Night's main event where they just could just go there and work, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got 20 minutes. You would never get that opportunity on WrestleMania, ever. And I think that's a shame, but that's how they do those shows now. So I think that's pretty part of it too, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially like I wept when I watched that AJ Shinsuke match because like not just for like it's AJ Shinsuke one last time, but it was good. It wasn't just good; it was like great. It was really like I didn't know I was more blown away that Shinsuke still had that in him. Like that that was a big thing that was like really impactful to me. So regardless, I mean he's one of the best of all time, and.
I might go watch that because I still haven't watched that Shinsuke match on main event. I heard it was really good though.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's
pretty
nice
main event, not main event.
Yeah, not quite main
event.
Not
main event. No, sorry.
they run it on speed and it was amazing.
It's one of those matches you can't help but be romantic about when like they clearly it meant a lot to them. To this, we have to have a good match in WWE.
Exactly.
It was special, man. Very special.
Our best match can't be a 3.25 on an episode of SmackDown. Like that can't happen. That can't happen. That can't happen.
I was there for that. That was 2018. Right? I was there for that.
I'll tell you this, guys. With matches like that, sometimes the video package is better than the match itself.
Beautiful.
What a transition.
What a
hot tag.
Anyway, guys, so
transition
Godzilla. No,
the editing.
So when we were bringing our good friend Joe back, we did a pod a while ago, almost a year ago, where we talked about great trailers for bad movies, and it was a roundtable discussion where we just sort of went in a circle and we talked about like just a bunch of great trailers for movies that were absolutely horrible and or hugely disappointing.
We might do that again, by the way, because there's a lot out there.
There's more. No, we hit a lot of them.
Who's up for round 2?
So I thought, you know what, we're talking about Graps. We have Joe with us, and of course, I want to talk about an art form in wrestling that I feel like has kind of diminished in the last, I want to say, 8 to 10 years, unfortunately. Like it's not like you get a great one every now and again, but not quite to the same extent. Video packages, wrestling video packages. I mean, I guess I'd ask like each of y'all, like before we start, like what to you guys makes a great video package? Like what's something that you like? What's one defining thing that you're like?
I would say the main thing. Well, first off, a really good editor. That's the ultimate thing. You need a really good editor. I do think the biggest thing is music. That is the ultimate thing, because you're essentially
you gotta get the right song.
You need to have the right song. Doesn't have to be a specific genre; it just has to hit hard. It has to also kind of mean something about what the feud is. I would say that, but I would also say, and this is the problem with AEW packages, because I don't think they're very good. I don't think AEW makes good packages.
They always use the like dramatic orchestral like music.
Yeah, there's nothing like I think the best one.
I'm Will Ospreay and I'm fighting Gabe Kidd.
I think the best video package they have done is actually for the first Double or Nothing with Cody and Dustin.
Yep,
that's the best.
That's the actual package.
Yeah,
it's the actual video package, like a song, and like it has a tone, and it's very like.
Yeah, I kind of to me is like the escalation within the video package. Like, obviously, you want to capture the story that's been told, but you also, by the end of it, you want to have that thing where the video ends and it's like, let's go, right? You want that atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I have a live example of this, which I'll get to when we give examples. That's hilarious, but it's true. I promise. We'll get to that.
What about you, Mr. Joe Cast? What makes a great video package in your
Mr.
opinion?
D.
I mean, you
Man.
covered all bases. It's just like if you have a story that's very well put together and two wrestlers that are very good at acting. One of my favorite examples is the Brian Triple H one. With Imagine Dragons.
That may or may not come. That may or may not come up. That may or
Everyone
may
had
not
that in
come
their
up.
notes.
First, because
Yeah.
that
Oh,
is,
see,
like-
I thought you were talking about fucking. I could do this with my eyes closed.
Well, that was that Cody and Roman one. That was them clearly trying to like recreate that. They were trying to recreate the because they had Imagine Dragons. It was like an underdog. It worked. Now, granted, I actually think that package is like
Me too. I
maybe the best video package WWE has made in the last 10 years. If I'm being 100% honest with you, because like watch that live. And again, we were there. We were in the building for that, Wyatt. Like
I was 9 beers in.
It jacked us up. We were ready. But it was
Cody.
I will say, if I wasn't hanging around my buddy, who is completely sober, never had a drink in his life, I probably would have paid horrendous amounts of money on beer there for that match.
I felt bad. We were in America, and I don't have a credit card, so and my brother does, so I mooshed off my brother for
Idiot.
and I felt really bad. But no, I think my main one is tone, like a unique tone. I think the best video packages are ones that are very like, it's not even like the song choice or like what the feud is. It's just like the moment it starts, you're like, oh, this is like a different. Like this is real shit, and it's not just because it's like a wrestling match. Like this feels bigger than wrestling in a weird way because of like how unique it feels. Like it feels very cinematic. A cinematic nature, I guess, is the most important thing in my opinion. So, I guess we're just gonna go one at a time. I mean, I have like 2 or 3 rolling around the head. We'll just go until that happens. I don't know if anybody in particular would like to start.
Well, fellas, if you don't mind.
Oh. What's up?
I'll get this out of the way because I just referenced it, and I know this is going to sound crazy now, but it is what it is. I was there. I had beautiful seats, the O2 Arena. Do you guys remember a couple years ago when they did, get ready, Bloodline Civil War? Do you remember this, by any chance?
I do remember the Bloodline Civil War, of course.
I have never.
The 2 bloodlines?
It was Solo. This was the first Bloodline Civil War. There's been 2.
This was Solo and Roman versus this one.
Yeah.
This is before
like
Jimmy.
7, I think.
This is when.
Wait.
This is before Jimmy had the horrible heel turn. This is the month before Jimmy turned heel.
Right. Okay. Right.
This is
Yeah.
when the Usos did the babyface turn that is sincerely awesome, where Jimmy like snaps Jay out of the abusive relationship with Roman.
Oh, where Roman eats that super kick.
I wasn't going to go to that show because I'm not a big fan of the Money in the Bank ladder matches. And then as the match, and I decided I was going to go, and I spent way too much money because I wanted to see that match. And I have never in my life experienced anything like the pre-match package for that, which I believe was genuinely 5 to 6 minutes long. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And if you guys find it on YouTube, it has like this like epic narration over it where it talks about like the family, the story of the saga of the family. And the lights are down, 20,000 the O2 Arena, and the O2 Arena is like, when that place is rocking, dude, there's no atmosphere like that place. I've been lucky to go to a lot of great arenas. That's a great venue. And
of course,
I will never forget just the way it built. And then by the end of that video package, you would have thought The Rock was about to wrestle Steve Austin. You know, it felt that big. And it was such an example of build it and they will come. And like they had convinced us that was a big match. And I liked that match a lot. I know it was very divisive because the pace was very slow, very Roman.
30 minutes is tough, especially for like that era of Bloodline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was such an example of why that era of WWE was so hot in that like they had convinced us that this match, the Usos versus Roman and Solo, was the biggest thing imaginable.
Yeah.
And it's such a great just case of like creative is everything, man. Like it's just it was a really, really cool experience. Now if you go watch that video package, it's not like a My Way necessarily, but the way it was produced and how grand it felt, vivid memory for me as a wrestling fan being in that venue. So that's the first one that immediately comes to mind, and I'll get it out the way.
It's true though. And I like Bloodline Civil War. I think that was Bloodline Civil War was like the last thing before the Mania 40 build, obviously, that I like remember really liking from the Bloodline, other than the Mania 40 stuff, because like the month after that is Jimmy's heel turn and it's horrible. But I can understand it. Again, being there live for it, and especially in the O2, because I was there for Forbidden Door back in August. The O2 is a great venue. I totally agree. The energy that the fans build up, like it's also a UK audience, so it's like it's obviously more energetic. I think like people are a bit more enthusiastic, and like it just feel like that plays the conduit of electricity. I don't know. There's just something about that I really like.
Absolutely.
Donut gas.
Oh.
I was gonna go like circle.
So I kind of accidentally mentioned a really good one.
Accidentally.
Yikes! Ooh, talk about color. Ooh. I mean, the one I always go to, because we have had this talk before. Because I swear to God, we did a. Joe, we have this segment called Altercation Station, where we all bring something, and then the winner is the person who brought the best thing. Didn't we do one for promo packages?
Yeah, we did. We did do promo packages, but like I wanted to highlight because we only highlighted a few. We highlighted Brian, but Brian Monster was Monster. I brought Brian Monster. You brought. Well, actually, I won't spoil one.
Yeah, don't spoil him. Yeah.
But there's one that I don't think is going to get brought up again. The one that Wyatt brought, which was the heel Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah,
the TNA one. That was the only one. But it was Brian Monster, which I know what you're about to mention. And there's another very
I brought the other
very famous one I'll probably.
So Brian being the guy for so long now, like literally like a whole year went by and people were like, this guy needs to win this fucking title or we're going to kill Triple H. And we were like, what is about to happen? So this stipulation, right, because you think, oh yeah, we'll get past the Triple H match, he's definitely going to be in the main event, whether he wins or not, he's definitely going to beat Triple H. But they hype up this first match with Hunter so well, like the way they've used Monster, like, I don't really like Imagine Dragons, but the way they use the song about him becoming more and more of this powerful fucking like tour de force against literally the entire company, with the visuals of him with like all the people wearing his shirt, what was it called? Him and the segment where all the people are wearing the yes.
Occupy Raw. Occupy Raw. One of my favorite segments of all time.
It's just that visual with the fucking. It works so well for me. That's the one I always come back to because it was me having to do research because I started watching wrestling in 2016, so I had a lot to catch up on. So that specifically, I remember watching like, damn, I missed this. I missed Brian and like all this build up.
God.
And like him having 2 matches at Mania, he's one of the best to ever do it.
I think it's probably my favorite. It is probably my favorite video package of all time. It's maybe the only video package that can elicit tears out of me when I watch it. There's just something about that. Something about that line where he says,
with all the people holding him back and fucking.
No, something about when Triple H, I can't believe I'm giving Triple H quality after how much we bagged on him earlier. Triple H, when he goes, there is no yes movement, it echoes, but it shows Brian and he's yes, and like and it's slow mo, like it's like that thing Joe was talking about where you're like, oh my God, Brian, you need to kick the shit out of this guy and you need to prove everybody wrong. And it's just
Triple H going, there is no fridge, Wayne. That fucking video.
There is no 6-7.
You want the truth?
There is no fridge.
There's no fridge.
But no, it's very emotional package. I think it was probably the promo package that unseated the one that I'm gonna bring now. I wasn't gonna bring this originally, but because Cass has brought up Monster, which is my favorite, I'm gonna bring up my second favorite, which is I think the second best WrestleMania package that WWE has ever done. Honestly, personally, my opinion. Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, WrestleMania 26.
You bastard! You took it from me. No.
I had to listen.
Well, so let's specify too. This isn't the one on Mania because that's actually a different one that they played on the show.
Package. It's a different package.
I think it was the Go Home show, if I'm not mistaken.
It was either the Go Home or it was right after the because like they have the chamber and then the next night is the segment where Undertaker is like, I'll face you, but your career is on the line. This is Running Up That Hill, the cover by Placebo. Which I mean, running up, dude. I wonder how many people discovered the Running Up That Hill promo package from Stranger Things? Probably like 5.
I just heard from this, man. That's what I knew it from. I didn't know who Kate Bush was.
But I thought Running Up That Hill was a Placebo song. I didn't know it was covered because of this.
The line I say from this promo package, it's like a vocal stem nowadays, is my answer is
no. Oh no, see, mine is fucking Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker.
Shawn Michaels and the Undertaker. When he's saying the slammy, dude, talk about telling a narrative in like a promo package. I could show this to someone who's never seen like a wrestling
They
match
get the
ever,
full picture.
and they'd get the whole gist of it because it's like everything from when he's looking at the slammy and the music that kicks in, and then the screen, and he's looking at the slammy, and it's replaying footage of the match like in forward and reverse, and it's like it's replaying in his mind.
Yep.
It's weirdly like a great character study of Shawn Michaels. I didn't know I described like a promo package as a character study, but it's
that's the best work he ever did.
Yeah, it's the best. I think it's my favorite. Like character, it's not the best match. Like I think the 25 match is better, but I think in terms of character work,
I'm one of the ones that thinks 26 is
I am too.
better.
You
think that? Yes.
yeah, it's hard. I mean, they're both
I have
great.
said this since day one. I love 26 so fucking much. I love that.
Something
match.
about it. I don't know.
There's something else, dude. It's
But look
the
at the
fact
face the
that, like,
Undertaker's 22 and look at Rage.
No, that ending.
Like,
That's one of my favorite match finishes of all time.
Oh, fuck
When Shawn slaps him. And
Yep.
Taker's head's down, and
He's
you can't
like,
see his face,
"Motherfucker."
and he lifts his eyes up, and
Just
they're
like,
white. It's terrifying. It's
Dude,
one of the few times you watch wrestling like I'm scared of this guy.
Yeah.
Like,
The what I like about that is just like, again, like the juxtaposition of both those matches. The first one's the spectacle.
Right.
The second one is like that's it. That's like the final battle. Like that's the third act.
Yeah.
almost.
Yes.
It's like,
It feels like a
Yeah.
fight.
yeah.
and
The
you
first
feel
one's
like,
oh, look at these two.
Because like Sean has like the big like Jesus entrance with the fucking hat, which is ridiculous, by the way. One of the most insane entrances of all time. And then like for the 26 one, it's like he comes in, no gimmicks, just has the hat on. It's like, oh shit, like this is
He wants
this
to
is
win.
it. Like this is a fight.
and the way this match like outlines that it stopped being about like when I love it when he says to Triple H, like you're gonna throw DX away, you're gonna throw your career away, and he says my career is over. Like it's already like everything's done for him. Everything he's already done, everything he's already had, like it's past now. This is
We're
just
never
about
getting
proving to himself
another-
he can.
We're never getting another retirement tour like that. Because that was a journey. That really was a journey, in my opinion.
That was like it wasn't like explicitly like it wasn't like oh the Shawn Michaels retirement tour. It was just
No, it was
did the last
natural. It was
second, right?
real.
He was like, "If you lose, you die." And he's like,
Well, yeah,
Because
well-
what really brought it over the edge was the Royal Rumble. Like when he was just like he was finally there, he was getting there, and then
Yes.
like he gets eliminated. He's like, "Shit, I'm going back in." That didn't happen.
Yeah. He lands and he's
And
like,
it was like, "Oh fuck!" Like this is sad, bro. You're watching like like a man just like on his knees begging.
Yeah.
super kicks the ref. He's like, "Please, man, let me back in."
and he's talking about like and the song lyrics making a deal with God. The way they shoot the like the slow mo on when he pops up out of the chamber and he kicks Taker in the face.
Love that
It's just
shit. Oh my
it's
God,
just
so
it's incredible. It's incredible. In terms of like telling an entire story in like 3 minutes. Like for sure, like obviously you have big long promo packages, but they're like for something that's like really small, really short, the way that they get that whole story across is just brilliant. It's incredible. I love that
Absolutely.
package.
full timer.
As A+.
I'll
Wyatt,
say this.
Wyatt,
This is a recent one, actually. Believe it or not.
really
I
not.
know. I'm
Zilla
shocked. I'm-
Fatu versus MJF.
Yes.
House of
What a
Glory.
story they told.
Okay.
Mercedes
so remember how I was saying,
Moné.
like a good video package requires music, editing, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because not only can you make a good package for a match that's hype, it can make a match that you have no hype for be fucking hype. And that is fucking WrestleMania 41, fucking CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins.
My-
Because here's the thing, right? I wasn't looking forward to this match. I was like, this is stupid. But then, like, the Royal Rumble happened. I kind of got hype when Seth just started curb stomping Punk. And
That's the best
that whole,
curb stomp
I
he's
love
ever
that
hit.
part. I
Dude,
love that fucking
when
part so
when
much.
Roman's like looking at Punk like we're fucked, we just lost, and then Seth just runs up. He hits
Seth-
the most devastating stomp I've ever seen in my life. I was like, oh my god.
Dude, there were so
soft.
many emotions during that period because fucking Logan Paul just
Logan
eliminated
Paul.
Punk, and I'm just like, I'm pissed off right now. I'm just
I
like,
thought that
fuck.
meant we're getting Paul and Punk at Mania, and I was so scared.
And then you see
No,
that
no, no.
happen, the fucking curb stomp on the steps, which actually looked awesome.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it was awesome.
And then I'm just like, okay, is this match going to be good? Then this promo package comes out. It's fucking like 7 minutes long almost. It uses the fucking Sail Into the Black by fucking Machine Head.
Machine Head.
And I'm just like, oh, Like, it's just the part, like, even because I thought it was so stupid when Paul Heyman was like, "Punk, you finally have the main event," and Punk's like,
I was there for that too.
I
I
was
thought that
in
was
the
stupid as fuck. I thought that was
Me
stupid
and
as
our
fuck.
boy Chair went to this fucking random ass
Oh
SmackDown.
my god!
And
then
Punk
like,
is,
but then like,
crying on his knees.
That was brutal.
Thank you,
that
Tribal
was
Make a
brutal,
wish.
man. That was
I love
embarrassing.
you, Tribal Chief. Thank
But
you
even
for
with that, in this package, it just has the fucking
Ugh.
flashes where it's like Tribal Chief, the Visionary, and then like the best in the world. And it has that fucking riff in that song, the do. It's like, okay, all right, you got me now, man. You got me fucking now.
An incredible package. My one note on this is I was in Vegas for that week.
Oh,
I
no.
think I saw that package on the big screen of arenas legitimately maybe 8 times, and so it will always be like, when I think of that, I don't even think of Mania hype. I think of like a SmackDown ad break, where it's like, let's just play that again.
Oh, yeah.
Let's play it again. But it's an incredible. You were so right, dude. I remember I had no real interest in the match. When they played that video package, there was one particular show. It was SmackDown, I think. I think it was SmackDown, and they played the video package. And I literally felt like the arena get more engaged in the idea of this match is going to take place next night. Like, and that's what we described.
And
right?
you know
It's
what?
great
I
match.
liked the match. I had fun with
I
it.
did too.
Was it
I
a
did
good
too,
match?
man. I
No,
did too.
probably.
It
But
was
I
over the
having
top.
fun.
It was again
over
too
the top,
much.
exactly.
A little too
was.
much, but I.
It was a stadium match, right? In the biggest and worst and best ways. It was a stadium. match.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was better than. I wouldn't think it was gonna be dog shit. So the fact that it was like good.
Paulie making it a thing entirely about himself is incredible and even funnier in hindsight. But still, I'm with you. I was there and I had a great time with that. So no doubt.
Of course, great package.
Yeah. So that's me.
All right, Joe. Got another one for us.
I do. When people think of Rock and Austin, they think of My Way, right? And
Of course.
My Way is great. Apology, I just stole someone's pick, but it's My Way. It's one of those. It's like the staple, right? I'm not going to bring that up. I'm going to bring up the rematch. You would never catch me listening to Limp Bizkit Crack Addict in my life. I'm never going to just be listening to that. However, that particular video package is unbelievable.
Yep.
Because of just the JR sound bites and the story they're telling. So I've discussed this a million times elsewhere, but for the sake of this audience, Rock Austin 3 Mania 19 is one of my favorite matches ever because to me it has so much emotional gravity because it's the end, right? They know it's the end.
Yep.
There's no more of this ahead of them. And the story is a rare case where I truly, and the examples we're given here, I think there's a few of these. You know the whole thing about we make movies and all that stuff? It's so pretentious. This story I've always adored. The Rock has done everything in his life but beat Steve Austin at WrestleMania. How simple is that and how easy is that to understand? And it all comes down, of course, to the moment in the rock bottom where he has to put him out of his misery. But the video package captures that story, but it also has the element of, embraces the reality about Steve Austin. They talk about him going home, right? He's taking his ball and going home. And I always think about me and my friend Tape Machine, shout out to Tape, he's the man. But there's a particular moment in that video where they're showing all the old footage of Rock and Austin. And they have a Jim Ross soundbite in which he says, "This is Showtime. It's not about titles. It's not about money." And then the fucking, the Limp Bizkit business kicks in. But is that not like, what a great way to put a match over? These are the two biggest stars in wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing they're wrestling for is about their own personal bragging rights. That's it. It's the end of it, no matter how you dress it up. So I always loved that one. I've watched that one many, many times. My Way is obviously iconic, but as usual, I prefer the 19 to the 17 in that WrestleMania debate. So yeah,
That's
I
fair.
like the rematch more. I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's tough.
they're
I
both
think
great. Yeah,
they're both great. Like X7 is you know what? It's kind of like this the Michaels Taker thing where like X7 is this like spectacle. There's just so much shit going on, right? And it's this huge match and it has this big crazy finish at the end, but it has a big crazy twist at the end that didn't ultimately work out in their favor, but that's just how things work out. But the rematch is like you said, it's just two gunslingers. One's gonna be quicker on the draw. One needs it more than the other, right? And that's just you wish you'd get more stories like that nowadays. Like when they were talking about Cody and Roman for this year's WrestleMania again, I was kind of hoping if they were gonna do it, it would be something like that, where it's just like no titles, no business. It's just we got to see who the better man is. No funny shit.
I've always said this about wrestling, like especially with packages and stuff. I just feel like, especially in the 2000s, and again, I'm biased because I fucking grew up then. I think it's just awesome and shit. I just like when wrestling was just like it felt like that. You know, like it had like this kind of new metal feel. Like it was just like you had like or hip hop. Like you had like stuff like Limp Bizkit or fucking you know, Papa Roach or like Evan like doing all these packages.
Skillet.
And I'm just like, yeah, Skillet. I'm just like, you know, there's something about this, man. This was like that's kind of like why I really gravitated towards DPW when they started going, because they kind of had that kind of culture, that kind of like what's the term? Not backyard. What's the term I'm looking for? Like I know
well,
rebel, I guess.
indie's
Kind of
obvious,
punk.
but like
Indie,
like,
yeah, I guess, yeah. It just like
it's like
I don't know, there was, like, a
alternative.
feel to it.
There's
Yeah,
definitely
alternative.
There's like a gloss to wrestling now that is
It's too clean.
it's weird.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is, and it's you feel like such an asshole saying that, right? Like when I do it all the time, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be one of those guys. It's like, but it's too. It feels so pristine and exact, and I don't know if that's what I need from wrestling. I'd like it to be more human sometimes, and
That's why
think-
I thought that moment with Kenny doing like the Anarchy Arena thing with the fucking let the bodies hit
Yeah.
the floor. I thought that was like such a special moment.
DJ,
Because I'm
spread
just
that
like-
shit.
Yeah, I'm like, this is like what wrestling used to be, man.
how
Like,
great
what
was
the
that
fuck?
match, dude? How
It's
fun
amazing.
was
I
that
love
match?
that
that's
One of my
that's
favorite AEW moments ever.
that Anarchy in the Arena was one of the best matches last year. I don't care. It was one of my
I
favorite matches
adored
last
it,
year.
man. I adored it.
It's so much fun. Like this for pure good versus evil. Like here's
Exactly.
here's a bunch of good guys kicking ass against a bunch of bad guys.
Mhm.
It was just perfection, right?
That's so
Absolutely.
good.
Donut Cass, you've got another. Have you got another one
I've got
for
a weird
us?
one.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So this song sucks,
Okay.
but in the context of it, I remember, like, cause like I said, I rewatched for the the Daniel Bryan shit for Mania 30. There was another match on Mania 30 that had a pretty good promo package. That's John Cena and Bray Wyatt.
Oh,
See, this promo package is great because it starts normally, like with Cena talking about, you know, I've done everything there is in this business, and I'm happy for The Rock, who's one of my greatest opponents, and like they're showing the footage of him like sitting on the ramp.
Robot
and everything.
John.
Yep.
And then it just hard cuts to Bray Wyatt, and he's like in the chair. He's like, John, you think you're a god, but I'm gonna kick your ass. And he's like, I've got my family with me. And this terrible song starts playing. The beat is fine because it's supposed to be mellow. You know, Bray Wyatt gives off that creepy vibe. You got these high pitched piano notes.
The pianos help Bray Wyatt.
What
It's
is the song on
Legacy.
this?
It's
What-
Legacy by Eminem.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, I
This
got
is
you.
my legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Like Cena high five and Make-A-Wish kids. It just hard cuts to him in the rocking chair, just like I'm gonna fucking kill this dude. You know, like it's such a perfect contrast because everyone thought Bray was gonna win. So for them to be like Cena's doing this because it's just a random Mania match, and then Bray's doing it because he's like, I need to kill this god. You know, like I need to prove myself.
God.
So that is great. I don't know. It's just the dynamic they had was very, very
Yeah.
cool.
Bray Wyatt will always have, again, like, God, I miss him so much because it's like I know people had their issues with like how he was presented and like the things that like the wacky shenanigans that would happen involving like the Fiend or like even before then, but the production quality Bray Wyatt stuff was always some of the coolest shit that you would ever see in WWE, man. Like it's really like, especially like his promos like in this feud with Cena, like he has that one promo with Cena where he's talking about like Miss Teach Lady said that you are vile, you are evil, and I said you are right. Like just I don't know. I think things with him just stick out even when they're not quite as like. I don't know. I think that's a good shout, Cass. I think it's a really good shout. What you look like you're about to laugh at something. I don't.
Don't worry. I got a pigeon with a note in its mouth just now, and it was a vital message from the hills.
It was a very vital message. It had to do with
Okay. Okay. So there's a very famous promo, another famous promo involving CM Punk that I'm not going to bring because I have a feeling that somebody else might potentially bring it. It involves a very famous match involving CM Punk. So I'm going to bring a different CM Punk promo. This is from one of my personal favorite matches of all time. This is just a personal one for me. The Monster video package and the running up that hill is like, you know, the obvious one. This promo, I love this. I love this promo so much. I always make sure there's some matches like great matches I'll rewatch that I watch like by themselves. Like I don't need anything attached to it, like entrances or anything. I will always watch the full presentation of this match back front to finish because it's one of my favorites. This is the promo for CM Punk versus The Undertaker from WrestleMania 29, which is so. So this promo, this feud, this whole storyline is obviously this is right after Paul Bearer's passing, right? This is after, and they use that in the story when Punk steals the urn, and he's like, there's that great shot of him after when he has the urn and he runs up the ramp and he's all like,
oh yeah,
and it's incredible. But what's great about this promo, it's not like a crazy song choice. It is kind of like generic orchestral music. But the way it blends Undertaker and CM Punk's two distinct vibes is great. Like the way it's edited. It starts off and it's like got this somber violin music playing. And it's Taker walking out with the Druids and it has in memory of Paul Bearer on the Titantron and he does his taunt on his knee. And then there's static on the screen that cues up with Punk's like, and then it cuts to him standing and Punk walks out. The lighting changes. There's all these little glitches and flashes. And he's like, I want to extend my condolences for your loss at WrestleMania. And it's like it's just like the way that they show his cruelty so casually, like when he attacks Kane with the urn and he's beating him up and the ashes are like going up and you hear Cole in the background, does this man have no shame? Like it's just the way they blend like this epic like confrontational like Undertaker is still Undertaker. This is right before Taker becomes like completely immobile. This is before Taker like really like loses it, unfortunately. Like I even then, like I'd argue around this time, like he wasn't like what he was, but he was still capable of capable of going at like a good case. And it's just him like anytime he talks like this, or that you could hear the orchestra going and it's clips from him attacking Punk and trying to catch up to him. Punk keeps running away with the urn, and then the end it merges like the techno-ish sound with the orchestral sound when Punk pours the ashes on Undertaker and he's like smacking him in the head with the urn, and it's showing the 21-1, but instead of the one, it's the fist. It's the CM. I am the one in 21-1. It was just really like, again, you talk about tone, like the way that they blended those two wrestlers, like specific aesthetics was just so like, and it really, again, CM Punk, I think Joe and I talked about this when we did the Mania draft last time. Yeah. That whole build and that match is like maybe Punk's masterpiece, like the way that like how casually cruel he is in that whole build up, and in that match he takes every shortcut, he does everything, he has every single thing Taker does, he has an answer for it, and the second answer on top of it, but it doesn't matter because the Undertaker's just immortal, right? It's just, and this promo package really covers for that, like just the way that it shows him constantly cutting into Taker's like momentum story wise, and it's Undertaker and CM Punk in 2013, so they were spitting. They had bars on the mic. It was just like the street. Go ahead.
I was just thinking about Punk because I hated when Punk first turned heel, like against The Rock. I thought that was stupid as fuck because like you're really gonna get me to cheer The Rock over Punk at this time. I'm like, fuck off. When this shit happened though, man, Punk was fucking awesome, man. He was just devious, the most devious, evil,
I always loved
asshole.
Punk.
Like, and it's great because this was the time when like he was miserable, and the fact that he was so miserable and he still delivered a performance like this consistent week to week was just like, it was magnificent.
This was great because he wanted to die.
Yeah, this is great, guys. If I may, if you please, I must say. You know, you talked about Jeff Hardy, that Jeff Hardy TNA promo just now a little bit, and I still think that's great. God. I love that TNA promo with Jeff Hardy being like, you know, another me, that whole thing, him smoking the cigarette, him fucking. But there's one WWE promo package. You know what it is, Simon.
I know what it is. Yeah.
Oh my God, no. Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy.
No.
Okay, have you seen this one, Joe? Have you seen this one, Joe? Oh my God.
Okay, so here's I'll just reenact it. I'll just give you the bullet points. So this is when Jeff what was it? It was Jeff and Edge, I think, at the Rumble. Was that what it was? When they lost to Edge.
Yeah, for the title. Right. Yeah.
Matt and Jeff were gonna do the concerto. Matt's about to give him the chair, and he just goes right over Jeff. Fucking hard way, fucking unprotected chair shot right to the head. Amazing. And then like Matt's just talking about some shit, going like, "Finally, I no longer have to share the spotlight with my brother. Fuck him." and then he just says all this shit like, "Yeah, Jeff, all that shit that happened to you, the hit and run, and you know, your house
pyro accident.
Fire. Yeah, the
pyro accident. Yeah.
Oh, your house setting on fire and your dog dying was me.
Jeff, and all you said to me was, "What about my dog? What about Jack?
What about Jack, man? What about my dog?"
And he goes, Well, who could have done this to you? Maybe it was all just one person. And then like fucking Jeff comes in and goes, "You're sick. You're twisted. So am I. And then it's like the music kicks in. Fucking. I forget what the song is. But it's just like
it's
amazing.
Crashed by Veltius Way, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this shit, man. This shit is fucking awesome at the time. Anyway, I loved this shit when I was a kid. I was like, yo, this shit rules. I can't wait for this match.
This promo
match
was
ended up being hot
I'm
ass.
tired of living in the shadow of my brother, so I'm going to murder his
I'm tired
pet
Whatever it takes,
and
bro.
potentially set fire to him on a show.
Matt was out of control, bro. Matt was a fucking out of control. He was coming out with the fucking. Remember they had to like to show that time had passed and that he is a changed man. Matt Hardy, instead of wearing pants, he now wore tights. And he also wears that
like
jacket.
a tornado.
He's like, yeah, I wear that jacket now, and I'm evil.
That song is awesome, and the way it is edited is great. God bless the WWE editing team, because that storyline is so fucking stupid when you look at it.
And how that storyline resolves is so funny. This thing lasts like what, 3 pay-per-views, I think.
It's true. No, they have the I Quit. They have the I Quit match at Backlash. Yeah.
And then fucking Matt just comes in, saves Jeff from something, and then he's interviewed after the fact, like, "Why'd you save Jeff?" And he just goes, "Well, brothers fight sometimes, and I feel like I have to be the bigger man here." And then that's it. They're just back together.
You committed arson on his dog. You murdered him.
I thought you were thinking about
me.
I thought you were thinking about the Backlash match where the finish is he's tied to a table looking up at Jeff on a ladder, and he's like, "Jeff, Mom wouldn't want this for us. Mom wouldn't want us to do this." And he's like, I think they're trying really hard to get tears. Like they're thinking it's the hardest. Like Matt just driving it in.
One of the dumbest fucking feuds to ever exist. But that
I will
promo
say,
kicked ass.
coolest spot out of all of that was when Jeff did the swanton onto the stretcher.
That was pretty. He eats that
the
shit.
twist of fate in the chair was
perfect.
kind of cool. The twist of fate in the chair was pretty sick. That was like, oh,
that was a
man.
good finish. Yeah,
That's a good spot. Yeah.
And then Matt brings out a vacuum for some reason and throws it at him. I'm like, all right, that's what we're doing here. Okay.
2009 WWF hardcore matches. They were
that's
anything.
Well, folks, I'm gonna let you guys continue because I actually have to dip now. I have a heart out. I gotta go put fucking shit in. I also gotta peace out.
No
But,
worries,
hey,
man.
Joe, you're the new bad.
You're the new bad, Joe.
I can do that for sure.
Finish up, guys. Joe, it was great having you. I hate to dip out on another pod again, by the way, because I did it last time. I did it on
You
the podcast.
got a life. That's just how it goes.
But anyway, you know what? I got those 2 that I wanted to talk about.
He brought up
That's
Jeff
all I
versus
care about.
Matt. That's all that matters.
That's all I need, man. That's all I fucking need, baby. Alrighty. Have a
good day, boys.
See you, Wyatt. All right. Oh my God, he's still there. He is. Okay, I thought he looked like he was looking on.
Let me do something real quick. There we go.
Oh,
there we go. Hey,
there we go.
Professional outfit we have here.
Absolute, like, dude. No cues missed. No cues missed. It all works out. I mean, I think we could do. I have one more I could bring. I don't know if anybody else has. If you have one more, Cass.
That last one.
All right, Joe. Why don't you hit us with one more?
Very different vibe for this one. One of my favorite matches in WCW history is the Super Brawl tag between the Steiners, Lex Luger, and Sting. A very novel occasion at the time because an all babyface match in 1991 that would have been. That was rare, right? Like that was a unique thing, especially those type of babyfaces. And the way they package this is WCW, so they don't get some epic tune to go along with it. Instead, they just have like classic music playing over the top of it, like just a like an Olympic montage. And I recommend anyone check this out. Yeah, it's literally 90 seconds of slow-mo, Steiner's doing Steiner's offense and just walking to the ring with their arms aloft, and Lex and Sting the same, while classical music plays. It is one of the cool. I have no idea who had who came up with this, because they never did it again, ever again. But the way it's presented is Dusty is on color commentary, and he talks about it as, I'm not gonna do a Dusty impression, but he talks about it as these guys are friends, but they're wrestling for the world title. And that meant the World Tag Team titles. And I'm just romantic about the idea of treating the tag titles that way to begin with. When you pair that with an Olympic-style montage of these premier athletes kicking ass, does it get any better than that? Right, that's one that's always unique to me, and I wanted to throw that in the hat.
These guys are all compadres.
Yeah,
They're all going for the same title, baby.
No, that's you know what? Because I have such blind spot in wrestling, like other than WWF in the 90s. I should watch that. I should go back and watch that because that sounds actually pretty good. Orchestra music in wrestling is good. Like I'm not bringing it, but the Triple H Cactus Jack one that has like right when Mick Foley reveals it, when he takes the flannel off and he has the Cactus Jack t-shirt underneath, and then like the symphony kicks up and they start brawling the entire when you merge stuff like that, it can really truly make it feel epic, especially when it doesn't like feel generic. But and for babyface matches, I mean, tag titles being important. I miss it. Remember when they were important in WWF like 3 years ago? Remember?
It was so cool. It was so cool. Man.
How great was it that the tag titles main evented in the 2020s? Like how great is that? Like,
yeah,
dude,
absolutely.
I'm gonna bring up something real quick before you end us off.
Yep.
Because I remember this isn't a good match, but so do you guys remember Batista versus Triple H at WrestleMania?
Mm-hmm. Still going on, by the way. The match is still going on.
Yeah, it's true.
40 minutes.
I loved this build because
me
they
too.
had so months before they had an Evolution reunion, and I remember this promo, and they were like, "Yeah, guys, Randy Orton, he's killing it. I'm Batista, Look at Triple H. There's nothing this man hasn't done. Oh, he hasn't pinned me though." And I was like, "Oh, Batista's gonna wrestle again. Let's go." But the way they went about it, where Batista's the bad guy and he assaults Ric Flair on his
one of
birthday,
my favorite segments. I love that segment.
I watched that segment yesterday, legitimately.
It's amazing
because it's one of those videos, and you guys, I'm sure you get the same thing. Because we're lunatics, we love wrestling. There are certain wrestling videos, if they're suggested to you on YouTube, you simply must open them in a new tab and watch them. Yeah, you have to. Yeah. And I saw it, and it's like the thumbnail of Dave like looking to the camera, cutting his promo. And I needed to watch it just for the visual of him dragging Rick, which is one of the funniest visuals.
Rick,
what's funny about that is like you can tell that Dave had been away long enough that he wanted to do something different, and you could tell he had a thought process of like, there needs to be a reason the cameras are seeing me right now. What makes that awesome is they never put that logic into any other segments on the show. No. So Batista doing the thing of like, cameraman, come here, you need to see it.
Oh my god, when he's dragging him and his face, it's not like a good shot. Like his face is up close, it's like half in shadow. Yes. You can't even really tell it's him. But dude, it's great.
Logic that's married to that one segment, because otherwise in WWE the cameras just like exist as hidden cameras, basically, right? Like they're just there. We see everything. So I always love that, and I agree. And that builds a hoop, absolutely.
Oh,
I quote that all the time where he's just like, "Do I have your attention now?"
But see, okay, Dave, you are a good actor, Dave. You don't gotta
give me what I want.
See, that segment is so serious, and then the rest of this build is fucking Looney Tunes. Give me what I want. That's not what I want. Just like screaming at each other constantly.
Have you heard the story that he said like during that exact promo that he forgot all of his lines, so he had to riff the entire thing, like just off the top of his head. So like there's a solid minute of him going, "You know what I want, Hunter?"
He's like, "Yeah, what did I want, bro?"
Yeah, what did I?
Let's get freaky.
It's the milk carton falling down from SpongeBob when it like goes into his thought process. Like, what do I want?
What do I want?
Okay. I'll. Was that what you were gonna bring, Cass? Were you bringing Triple H Batista, or were you just talking about the build? Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure.
We need a big fucking finale. Firework.
Okay. I mean, like I could bring the one that I teased earlier, but what's the fun in that? I could bring Punk and Cena for Money in the Bank, but that's like because like that is undisputed one of the best packages they've ever done, like by far.
Well, Simon, undisputed is Adam Cole and.
Excellent point.
Okay, Heck, that's true. Yeah, I'm bringing Adam Cole versus John. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
I could bring the promo before the ladder match, the North American title one, because that was so hype. Ricochet was debuting. EC3 was debuting.
Oh, New Orleans, yeah.
That was such like a big like.
God,
who
that
the
match
fuck are these people?
I was that Mania weekend, and I'm still recovering from WrestleMania. That takeover show was like. It was outrageous, man.
It has like Shayna's best WWE match, like with Ember, like when she pops her fucking shoulder back into the post, the Roddy heel turn, Black and Andrade, and I mean, and again, say what you will about DIY, I think that is the best.
Oh, that match is
Gargano Ciampa. I think that is the best Gargano Ciampa. I think that match is fucking incredible. That's one of my favorite matches. But we're talking about NXT. I could bring a different NXT package. I'm not gonna bring I was thinking maybe Johnny and Ciampa, but like I like that feud, but I don't like the promo packages are just kind of like yeah, it's like oh we're recapping it, right?
Recap.
One of my favorite
right?
promo packages, one last underrated one. This was the promo package for Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn from TakeOver Rival in 2015. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. So this is obviously right after another one of my favorite matches of all time, Zayn versus Neville, when Zayn puts his career on the line against Neville to win the NXT Championship, and Owens turns on him. It re-shows, like, it has like the big fanfare. Sammy's holding up the belt. Shows Kevin throwing down Sammy to sound cuts, and you see people just in shock looking at what Kevin's doing, how he's beating him up. And my favorite cut, it's after that happens, black screen, and it fades back in, and Kevin Owens is just sitting there, goes, "Yeah, after everything, I'm still really happy for Sammy." And he says that after having like taken him out, and like it's ridiculous, right? Like he's a complete sociopath, but the way that he delivers that line is just so
amazing.
Like it's and then Sammy even sadder is like Sammy walks in and he has the belt. And he's like, to be honest, I should have saw the whole thing coming. And it's like it's this really great blend of like, it's like the AEW thing where it's like AEW promo packages are like insert promos from the two wrestlers. You have like Excalibur and the fucking Big Show and Nigel McGuinness talking about the match, like, oh, this guy's coming in with this reason, this guy's coming in with this reason, and it's like really samey. This match kind of has that where I think like they have Regal in it and he's talking about it because he was the GM of NXT at this time. But it was a really cool way of blending like the sports-based presentation of a promo package with like the friendship stuff and just the very subtle character work from Kevin and Sammy, and that has always been my favorite. And I just love Kevin and Sammy as well. I go back to that package a lot. And again, it's weird. It's not one that has like a crazy song or anything. It's just like generic orchestral, but just the way it's presented is very like
one of the best rivalries ever is into.
It's just perfect. Greatest stories ever. I've got.
Well, maybe not rivalries, just duo in wrestling.
Like their whole saga. It's a saga, man. Like it's
kind of 101, right? Like
yeah.
And it's and to see them both succeed. God, I really hope it's not the end for Kevin Owens.
I think we're gonna get more Kevin. I don't know how much, but I think we're gonna get more. I think we're gonna get more confident now. Yeah.
All I'm saying is if Kevin is back next year, I feel like you got to Triple H him and have him win the Royal Rumble. But that's just me.
I agree completely.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I was just saying like the best pairings. You got like Kenny Okada, Stone Cold and The Rock, Cena and Punk, Kevin and Sammy, and then I actually put Hangman and Swerve in there as well.
Hangman and Swerve is up there for me. I think.
Incredible.
I guess honorable mention. I'll say the Hangman Swerve, the cage match promo with the burning house, where it's like showing the house burning in the background with all the clips. Like that was one of the few times the AEW promos actually got stylistic. But regardless, I mean I think we've covered most of our bases there. Even the ones that we didn't talk about in depth, we gave them a shout. Joe, thank you so much once again for joining us, man. We really appreciate it.
Is there anything you want to plug or say like right now?
Where can the people find you and what's coming up for you soon?
At this point I can't keep track of where they can find me. I'm everywhere. But what I will say is we talked about New Beginning USA. We're watching that on the Grin this Friday, live and free. And we also have, relevant to what we discussed earlier, we have a couple of things coming on Lynch Productions. We do have a chamber draft, but
very nice.
We also have a project that we have been working on for 2 months. It is the story of AJ Styles' decade in WWE. Fellas, when we started recording this, AJ we thought was going to retire over like the summer or maybe go to AEW or something. He then did the Gunther thing, so we were like, okay, shit, maybe he is retiring. And now it seems like he's retired, but better yet, the video will feature the Good Brothers who were there on Monday for the Raw tribute. So we're going to get extra insight as to their experience at Raw. So it's going to be, I'm the host, and there's some grinners kind of pitching in as talking heads, and then the Good Brothers are going to be talking about their perspective. And it kind of maps out his decade, like the bright spots. I'm hoping, I haven't seen the final thing, but I'm hoping it'll be a pretty nice tribute to what was a crazy decade. Like we talked about earlier, there was some lows in terms of he didn't do a lot. But if you'd have said when he went there, that's what you would have done, you'd have been like, man, that worked out pretty well, right? Dude, there was a lot of concern. So yeah.
You think about like that first year, like WWE champion within the first 8 months of being there. Like that's how you know. That's how you know people know. Like even he who shall not be named could not deny AJ Styles. Like there was just something about that. But no, that's great. That I'm sure all those are going to be absolutely excellent. And of course, I'm sure they'll see you in various LNG Gold. They'll see you in self-made stuff as well. And it's all great. And Casper, do you want to hit our plugs one more time?
Yeah, I just want to say go to patreon.com/my you can get any of the free videos there. It's all free. Go fucking watch it. Please fucking watch it. It's all free. Please go and watch it. It's free. All right. Most
Don't be
importantly,
pressured.
we got this really good hoodie that you can get on goosecopy.com. It's really comfy, by the way. I didn't think it would be this comfy.
We finally have a new product after months of saying we would. We finally got a new product.
We should end the pod by doing last week's poll. So
the poll question. All right, let's see it.
Every week on Spotify, we put a new poll up, and it's just fucking nonsense. So here we go again. Last week's poll. Oh yeah. So last week, Wyatt would not stop fucking playing the PSP while we were recording. So our poll this week is, how do we steal his PSP? So with no votes, a good old-fashioned talking to. That's off the table. Okay. We're not doing that.
Lame. Weak.
With one vote each, a dastardly cockamamie scheme. Not doing that. Donating 50 trillion to Super Grok. We're not doing that. Okay. The winner with 3 votes. We kill him and just take it. So get ready for Wyatt to never be on the pod again. Apparently, he's dead.
We actually we organized a hit right outside his house when he had to go to work, and now Joe's taking his place.
Someone threw a rock at his head like at the moment he stepped outside, just like.
it's just standing on the roof, like just dropping it over top, like fucking furry vengeance. Shit.
Anyway,
all right,
no, this
has been episode 67, not the other number of the Good, Bad, and the. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. See ya.
Have a good day. Goodbye.